Morning. We are here at Family Sport Fitness with Kenny Lee.
How you doing?
Hey, Kenny. Hey, now it's getting close to summer, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So if people
Yes,
are
it
making
is.
plans to get in shape for lake and beach
Sure,
and
this
everything,
time of year, the clothes have to come off.
that's it. That's it.
Exercise it should be year round, but this time of year is kind of get a little more ready for those
Yeah.
clothes to come off.
Yeah.
Exercise is the key thing to anything, for being healthy or just looking good or
Yeah.
feeling good for about
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah.
Now, one of the things is we were joking about it. This one we were going to just talk about you. No, just because. No, you. I guess you've you're looking pretty good.
Yeah,
You lost some weight. What?
During the holidays, and people just because I own the fitness center doesn't mean that I don't splurge too.
Right.
I'm a human being
Right.
just like anybody else. Over the holidays, I gained quite a bit of weight. I gained a little over. I was at about 250.
Wow.
That was the most the heaviest I've ever been in my life, actually. So after the Christmas holidays, and
So
after
we're just
Christmas,
bulking up. Was that the?
that's what I told myself. I had to lose some weight myself.
Yeah.
Not only just to feel good about myself and to get back in shape, I had to diet and eat properly and get back into my fitness regime too.
It was amazing. You dropped how much?
About 30 pounds
Wow.
since Christmas. Yeah.
Wow.
And it was all just because of a lot of cardiovascular.
Right.
Weight training and proper nutrition. Nutrition is so important. People don't understand a lot of times when they exercise that they can eat the food that they shouldn't be eating.
Yeah.
It's the whole Cadillac. Man. You got to have the nutrition, again, the exercise, cardiovascular, and the strength training all three together, and rest.
Is the nutrition? I mean, nutrition's kind of the boring side, though, isn't it?
Yes, it is. But you can still eat tasty.
Right.
And still, but he's healthy. We've talked about this before about instead of maybe getting the ground beef, get ground turkey, or have beans instead of French fries,
Right.
or brown rice instead of pasta, or something that a good carbohydrate that your body can actually use. And also, the time of day you eat things. Carbohydrates should be eaten past 5 o'clock in the evening a lot of times.
So that pizza at 3 o'clock in the morning is not.
It's not on any I've
man.
ever seen. Again, I don't like to talk about diets. I like to
Right.
talk about eating properly.
Right.
A balanced diet is so important.
Well, I mean, don't you think it goes back to like some of the buzzwords the last year or so have been like clean eating? Is that
Right, yes.
is that me?
The clean eating means is, again, it's you can't, when you have these no carbohydrate diets, you have to have some carbohydrates.
Right.
Your body has to utilize carbohydrates. But get your carbohydrates again from some good sources: brown rice, grain breads. If you do have a pasta, have a whole wheat pasta, but not a lot of it.
Right.
So things like that.
Now, a lot of people probably heard is it better to have multiple small meals a day? Or
Sure.
how does
I mean,
it-
sure, you should, with your meat, you should only have maybe, again, it's about the size of your hand.
Okay.
And it's just small portions, 2 to 4 ounces of just, the small portions about this
Right.
big of rice instead of, the big portion of this. Again, portion control is very important.
Okay.
And, if people can, I know life gets in the way. If you're working, whatever, try to have, a smaller breakfast, maybe a meal replacement shake or something like that, or a whole, like an egg with oatmeal or
Okay.
something like that, kind of a balance. And then throughout the day, eat, like you have nuts or even a yogurt's okay. Just try to have a low sugar yogurt, grapes, apples, things like that.
Is there any benefit to, it seems like a lot of the real successful ones at it, they'll actually plan their meals and kind of plan their food
Sure.
for the whole day because that way if when they get hungry they have something rather
Right,
than
if
just
you
going.
surround yourself with good food, you're going to
Yeah.
eat good food. You can go to pretty much any person's kitchen, and they're going to have potato chips and
Right.
things like that.
Right.
Well, I know a lot of times you have kids, you have to have the chips with the kids. Well, don't have all that's all you have. You should have some other healthy alternatives too. And then it's really not hard to plan your day for your meals. You have your breakfast usually at home if you can't have it, take it with you. Then if you go to work, bring some stuff to work and keep it work so you can eat there, nibble on the nuts and the grapes and the apples.
Okay.
And then if you go out to a lunch at a place, try to get chicken with a salad. That's the best thing you have with a meat with a lot of vegetables. It's probably the best meal you can have, definitely.
So it keeps your carbs a
You
little
get
lower,
your
so to
carbs
speak. Yeah.
from your vegetables too, And then maybe have a little bit of rice or something with that to get, so you have a little bit of carbohydrates with the,
Yeah.
with the proteins and the vitamins from them.
Now, let's say somebody wants to
Salad.
go on, say, a 12-week deal to get ready for summer or something like that. Would you help them, work out the nutritional plan?
Oh,
I know
sure,
you also,
sure.
I mean, like,
I can give them what, what I've always done, which works for me for so many years is, again, the small meals. Portion control is really important. Never go hungry. You should never be hungry.
right?
You should always feel like you're satisfied. Again, with healthy food.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also, again, I can't emphasize enough, there's no short, quick fixes. I don't care, there's no pill out there, there's no miracle shake, there's nothing out there that's gonna fix everything short term. If it's usually too good to be true, if it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. The number one thing is just exercise and proper nutrition.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, well, you look good.
Well,
And
thank you.
congratulations
So
on
do
that. And yeah, it's summertime, so
Yeah,
let's get in and get ready to
just come on in.
go do it.
All right?
Thanks.
Thanks a lot.